What's up, noob crew? Thanks for clicking and welcome to another video. In this video we've got the new wltoys 104002. Now I missed the 104001, mine got stuck in custom somewhere else, I don't know what happened to it, but it didn't get here till everyone done videos on it. So as you all know, I gave that car away. That was an experience, and I also found out from that video how expensive it is to send a car to India. But the hobbyist who won, hopefully he's got it. If you're still watching, stick a little comment down below, let me know you're getting on with it. But this one arrived in time. I say it arrived in time, it only just arrived because when it came in there's a big hole through the box and all the packaging was split open. Luckily it's not touched the car's all good, we don't care about the box. Okay guys, well, I'm quite excited about this one because we all know I like wltoys. We all like wltoys, don't we? But we know this one here, the 104001, I think was a little bit slow from what I've watched. It had a 550 brush motor and was a little bit slow. This is the brushless version, and apparently it's violent. If you've watched my videos back over the channel, you see that cars have a habit of hitting me sometimes. So hopefully this one's not going to be too violent towards me and smack me in the face. But we'll have a quick scan over it, and then we'll take it out and we'll see what it's like. So what do we get in the box? Well, in the box we get the car. It's a 1/10 scale brushless buggy, metal chassis, metal drive shafts, metal oil filled shock absorbers, and it's got a 3650 brushless motor in it. You also get an instruction book, you get a little plug-in charger, little screwdriver, standard fare really, and in here we get a little socket wrench for your wheels and some strange little ends. I don't know what they're for. I'm not sure if that's spare ends for all the car just screwed together, or if they're steering things, I'm going to say probably. You also get one of these, a version 2 controller. Now, those from previous videos will know, the 144010 has a delay on it. So has this got a delay? I'm really hoping it doesn't have a delay. I don't want to spoil this car with a delay. And you also get a battery. It's a little 2S LiPo and it's 3000 mAh, so up from the small ones. And pretty cool, to be fair. You know, that's a good sized battery. Let's get you in close, quick scan, get it out, bash it. Sorry, drive it sensibly at a respectable pace. Okay, so in close, what have we got? Well, obviously, as we said before, this is it's not actually the same as all the other buggies at all. It's got a different chassis, but it's the same sort of specs. And you've got larger oil filled shock absorbers. You've got some nice supple feeling. I don't think they're definitely not belted, or I don't think they've got a lot of foam in them either, but we'll see how they go. But they're nice and squidgy. Tyres, we've got a nice violent green paint job. I like the paint job. And we've got the little aerial sticks out of here. Underneath the car, nice metal. These side bits are just plastic. They look a bit like carbon fibre, but they're just plastic. And we've got black plastic suspension arms. And we've got some quite beefy hinge pin brackets here. They're pretty thick. Aluminium, so hopefully they'll be quite strong. Let's take the top off and have a look underneath. So underneath we've got that 3650 brushless motor, which is driven by what looks like the same ESC size. I think it's a 45 amp and 50 amp that's in the smaller one wltoys cars, but it's a pretty good ESC, that's okay. We've got a full size steering servo, which means you can swap that out with something a bit more powerful if you like, and obviously as you can see there, it's a 3-wire, which is another good thing. We've got front diff, rear diff. That's not a diff, I think that's just a spur gear in there, but it is completely sealed. Not sure if you can get the light in there, it's completely sealed. So the wire, when it turned up, the wire was running down here and I thought, oh no, they've made that wrong, it's going to catch on the spur gear, but it is actually sealed underneath there, so it won't catch. We've got metal prop shafts, we've got metal drive shafts. It looks like a half decent car, so I don't know, it's fully ball bearing. So these suspension turrets here look a little bit thin. The aluminium on them looks very thin. I think if anything's going to bend, it's going to be that. And obviously from the videos I've watched of the old one, you can buy a top brace, a top deck that's made aftermarket. I'm surprised they've not put that on here. You'd think that with the progression of the model they might have put that on. It probably wouldn't have cost them a lot to make, but the chassis doesn't feel too bad. So I'm hoping that perhaps they've strengthened the chassis. Someone wants to tell me what the mill of the old chassis is. I'll measure this one and I'll let you know what it is. But that's about it really. Let's get it out, take it for a blast, see how it goes. Okay guys, here we are. Right, speed test on the 104001. and the small cars do about 40 mile an hour, so let's hope we get around 40 mile an hour with that 3650 motor in there. She's working. Let's give it a go, see if we can get some power down. Not the best road for doing this. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got flat out. It's pretty fast. I could probably get some more speed if I had a bit of a straighter, wider road. But let's have a look. What did we get? 33 mile an hour. 33 mile an hour. I don't think it's actually that bad on that little 2S battery. Okay, so 34 mile an hour. It's not the fastest car in the world, but hopefully they've geared it well. Do we have the delay? No, I don't think so. Well, a little bit perhaps. Let's try it in the air and see. Now the tyres on this don't have a lot of grip on the tyres, guys, as you might have seen in the first part of this video, and I don't think they'll last you too long on sort of concrete, car parks, that kind of thing. Not really a car park basher unless you want to be buying tyres all the time, or you could always buy some other tyres for it, I suppose. But I think for this kind of thing, a bit of wood running, it's all good. It's ideal for this dust. And it's certainly quick enough. Whatever the top speed is, they've got the gearing right, because it's brilliant at jumping on this kind of stuff. Let's see if it'll make the jump of doom. It's got the speed. Oh, that could have been very nasty. Oh dear. The steering arms keep popping off, but I don't mind if they pop off as long as they don't break. They've definitely closed caps off those steering arm ends, which means they don't go on quite as far as you'd like them to, which is a bit weird. Not quite sure why they've done that. So they keep popping off, but you know, they push back on. Yeah, right. So we have the delay, the same delay I had on the other controller. So when you want to do the control in the air, it's not really got it. I mean, it flies well. It flies well, but I had no control in the air there at all. I'm not sure if you could hear it because I was talking, but there was no, you couldn't hear the motor revving up because it didn't, even though I was pulling the trigger. But it does fly well, so perhaps it's not much of an issue. Okay, made the jump that time. Ooh, we cut around the tree. Oh no! It's got a lot of speed. There's not a lot of grip on them tyres, guys. Right, as you can see on there, that end there is open, like most normal ones. That end there is closed. And it just doesn't push on far enough, and they keep coming off. Now, it's not breaking it, and perhaps they've designed it like that to stop it breaking it, but it's a bit annoying. Now, let's be fair to the car. They're only coming off when I crash it badly. So, you know, I suppose if you don't crash it badly, they won't come off. And if they do crash it badly, they come off and don't break it. So it's probably a good thing. My only concern is that you're going to lose one. And if you lose one, that's the end of your playtime. Well, I'll have to have a look, because there were those ones in the box, which could well be that you can replace them for the old ones if you prefer. We'll have to say. Right, I'm going to try and get some height so you can see it on about with this delay. Yeah, you see, there's no control over the air, in the air there. What I'm going to try and do, right, so when we get in the air, when the car goes in the air, I'm going to massively accelerate. You see if you can hear the motor working. See, I pulled the trigger 3 or 4 times there, and there was no input from the motor or me at all. Now, we've tried program cards on this, and I say if I try the old transmitter, it works okay. I will change this for my GT5 and to see if that works in the next video. But with no control, you're at the mercy of gravity. We get that. That was impressively bad, but flukily managed to do a barrel roll. I don't know if we got that or not. Oh dear. So it flies really well. I mean, like it just flies flat. Ooh, to the moon. Oh, threads it through the trees. My luck. And again, not quite liking the way that the jump is going there. That's a tree. Oh, that tree's just grown in such a wrong place. There we go. And the battery's gone. Quick damage report. There is no damage. None at all. Just a few scratches on the chassis from landing down and slapping. But other than that, these tyres, as I said, they're not going to last you too long, especially if you run it on concrete. But other than that, spoiler's intact, body shell's intact, suspension arms where they keep coming off are intact, no bent shocks, shock towers held up. It's all good. Okay guys, we'll call that it. Battery's dead. 3000 mAh battery, the one that came with the car, has lasted us 21 minutes. Which is not too bad, I don't think, for a battery. 21 minutes is quite acceptable for 3000 mAh. The car itself is fast, it's geared properly, so it's 34 miles an hour on the road, but when you get off-road you don't need any of that power really, but unless you're a crazy man. But it does go really, really well. It handles well, it flies beautifully, it flies lovely and flat, and it's pretty durable. I mean, those links that kept coming off, yes, they kept coming off, yes, it's annoying, and you could lose them, or the prop shaft, you might lose a drive shaft, something like that. But they haven't broke anything. They've not broke a thing. They've not broke any hubs, not broke any arms, not broke anything. So perhaps it's a good fail-safe and perhaps it's a good trade-off. They keep coming off. They're easy enough to put back on. As long as you don't lose them, you'll be okay. Other than that, the car's pretty good. The only problem is these transmitters. It's got that delay. Now, it masks it quite a bit, this car, because this car flies so flat that it's lovely. But if you're a noob and you're not flying flat and you're getting bad takeoffs, you're going to end up with bad landings because you've got no way of bringing the car back. By the time you've got the motor kicking again, it's on the floor. that's a bit of an issue. I'll put the GT5 on to make sure that it is this transmitter and it does cure it. But I don't know where they've changed them. They've changed them to this. The new firmware inside is different to the old ones. Even the 124017 and the 124016 ones were perfect, no problem at all with those. They got them spot on, but for some reason they've changed the firmware inside. And this is the second one now that's got delay, and it's just a really annoying delay. But other than that, good car, fast, easily curable with this, but fast, durable. It's all good. It's all good. There's a link in the description down below, guys, if you're interested in one, and grab it. I think there might still be 5% off. I'm not sure if that's finished yet, but give it a go. Hit the link. You might get 5% off. They are quite expensive. I think this is £178. I think a lot of the stuff now is postage, because postage costs are going through the roof, and I think they're just putting that on the price of the car. But it's not too bad for the money. Still cheaper than what you can buy a brushless buggy for, 1/10 in this country. Sorry, in the UK. So I'd get one. Give it a blast. Fix the transmitter thing. All good. Thanks for watching. My name's Ben. This is Noob. I'll see you in the next one.